We have a lot of homeless coming to Guerneville, coming to the Russian River. We're promising that these services are available in Guerneville, but they're not. And so we end up with all of these homeless coming to Guerneville, not just from the Russian River area, but from Sonoma County and beyond. The word's out that all these services are here, but we're not providing the services. So we end up with some saying that we've got 4 times the homeless in the Russian River area than per capita than San Francisco. And we end up with these encampments on the Russian River behind Safeway or along the Guerneville Bridge, and there are no services there. And we end up with all of these homeless that are defecating, it's going into the river, all of this trash, all of this garbage, and it's not right. We have to do something for the homeless other than just leaving them to their own devices along the river and contaminating the river and stuff. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to see encampments that we allow and that are supervised, that we have portalettes and hand wash sinks, that we have some possibility of shower, but there has to be some control. What the county did last summer, something very innovative, they hired a private security firm to have security guards patrolling the streets at night on weekends. And what they do in Minneapolis, it's a project called Project Safe Zone. They have private security guards along with volunteers, along with seamless communication between law enforcement and the security guards and the volunteers. And also, it's kind of controversial, but cameras. So in Guerneville, what could we do in lieu of trying to bring back those 2 deputies that were costing $500,000 a year? If we do something similar to Sea Ranch, they've got 13 people with their security program, and it costs about $450,000 a year. But what we do is we have private security services and volunteers and good communication augment the sheriff's department in Guerneville and along the Russian River and beyond. This is what we need to do in order to provide the services that government once was able to provide when things were less expensive. Same thing with fire services. Sebastopol, it's incredible what Sebastopol does. They have an almost entire volunteer fire department, and they have 1 paid fireman in Sebastopol, and that's the fire chief. And so what we need to do in these small districts throughout the county, right now, again, a paid fire department staffer, a paid ambulance tech, we're looking at $150,000 to $250,000 a year. Some are up to $300,000 a year. Guerneville used to have 50 volunteers. They're down to about 2 or 3. And some of the fire departments that are working, Grayton has a huge volunteer fire department. So does Sebastopol. And what we need to do in Camp Meeker, they get $50, the volunteers, $50 per call. But part of, again, reinventing government, reinventing how we provide these services, is to incentivize volunteers to get back involved with fire departments, figure out what they're doing that works so well in Sebastopol and Grayton, and try to replicate that in our other communities.